100 Civics Questions 2025 for U.S. Citizenship 9 Groups and Repeat Answers. Part 1. Q110. A bright, modern office. Anne sits with Mark at a desk, a study guide open and a small U.S. flag on the table.
Hi, Mark. Welcome back. Are you ready for your first round of citizenship practice?
I'm ready, Anne. Let's get started.
Question 1. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? A. March 1st. B. April 15th. C. July 4th.
I'll go with B. April 15th.
That's correct. April 15th is known as Tax Day in the United States. It's the deadline for sending your federal income tax forms to the IRS. Filing late without an extension can lead to penalties. It's an important date for everyone living and working in the U.S., and it comes up every year. Question 2. What is the form of government of the United States? A. Monarchy. B. Republic. C. Dictatorship.
I'll go with B. Republic.
Exactly. The U.S. is a republic, which means citizens elect representatives who make laws and decisions on their behalf. This is different from a monarchy, where a king or queen rules, or a dictatorship, where one person has absolute power. Republic is the core idea behind America's democracy. Question 3. Why did the colonists fight the British? A. Because of low taxes. B. Because of free trade. C. Because of high taxes.
I'll go with C. Because of high taxes.
Correct. Colonists were angry about high taxes on items like tea, paper, and other goods, especially since they had no representatives in the British government to speak for them. The phrase, "no taxation without representation," became a rallying cry for independence. Question 4. What does the judicial branch do? A. Makes treaties. B. Enforces laws. C. Reviews laws.
I'll go with C. Reviews laws.
That's right. The judicial branch, including the Supreme Court and other federal courts, reviews and interprets laws to make sure they follow the U.S. Constitution. This is called judicial review. They do not enforce or create laws. Question 5. Who vetoes bills? A. The Supreme Court. B. Congress. C. The President.
I'll go with C. The President.
Exactly. The President can veto or reject bills passed by Congress. This is part of the checks and balances system to keep any one branch of government from becoming too powerful. If the President vetoes a bill, Congress can still make it law, but only with a 2/3 vote. Question 6. Name one state that borders Canada. A. Florida. B. California. C. New York.
I'll go with C. New York.
Correct. New York is one of several states that share a border with Canada. Others include Michigan, Minnesota, Alaska, and more. Knowing these states is helpful for both your interview and U.S. geography. Question 7. What does the President's Cabinet do? A. Declares war. B. Advises the president. C. Elects the president.
I'll go with B. Advises the president.
That's right. The president's cabinet is made up of the heads of executive departments like defense, state, and education. They meet regularly to advise the president on important issues, but only the president makes final decisions. Question 8. Who led the civil rights movement? A. Abraham Lincoln. B. Martin Luther King, Jr. C. Barack Obama.
I'll go with B. Martin Luther King, Jr.
Exactly. Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. was the most prominent leader of the civil rights movement. He used peaceful protest and inspiring speeches to fight for equal rights for African Americans and to end segregation and discrimination in America. Question 9. In what month do we vote for president? A. January. B. June. C. November.
I'll go with C. November.
Correct. Presidential elections are always held in November, usually on the first Tuesday after the first Monday. This tradition dates back to the 1800s and was chosen to make voting more convenient for citizens, especially farmers. Question 10. Who was the first president? A. Thomas Jefferson. B. John Adams. C. George Washington.
I'll go with C. George Washington.
Absolutely. George Washington was the first president of the United States. He served from 1789 to 1797, led the country after the Revolution, and set many standards for future presidents. Mark, you did an outstanding job today. I can see your confidence growing with every answer. You're listening, thinking, and explaining your choices really well.
Thank you, Anne. I feel a lot less nervous now. Your explanations help me remember why the answers matter, not just what they are.
That's the key. When you understand the why behind the answer, it's much easier to remember. Before your real interview, keep these things in mind. Practice speaking. Say your answers out loud, even to yourself or a family member. The more you speak, the more natural it will feel on test day. Use flashcards. Mix up the order and quiz yourself on tricky questions. Stay up to date. For questions about current leaders, double-check names the night before your interview. Stay calm. If you don't know a question right away, take a breath and ask the officer politely to repeat it. It's okay to pause and think. Believe in yourself. Every session you complete gets you closer to your goal. Mistakes are part of learning. What matters is your progress and effort.
I really appreciate all of your advice and support, Anne. It makes a big difference.
You're very welcome, Mark. I'm proud of how far you've come already. Keep practicing just like this, and you'll be ready. Next time, we'll work on more questions and keep building your skills. Remember, you're not just memorizing facts, you're preparing for your future as a U.S. citizen. I believe in you.
Thank you, Anne. I'm ready to keep going.
That's the spirit. Let's keep moving forward together.